How's the offense looking, Coach? Day 4.
Some good, some bad. Too many turnovers. Moved the ball at times today during the move the ball period against the team. Did some good things. Scored once or twice, which was good, but then there was other times where we moved the ball and then we put the ball in harm's way. Can't do that. Got to value the football better as the quarterbacks, and we'll get it corrected tomorrow, hopefully.
It seems like Matt got his fair share of reps today. Just what have you seen from him, maybe just even since the spring, where just made some growth he's made?
Well, I'm trying to get as many of them as reps as I can, but today we kind of eliminated some of our third guys' reps, or third group that goes. So I had to kind of split some reps up amongst 5 guys. That's tough. We only go 2 groups. So, but I try to get Matt and Brandon and Isaiah some good reps with Karan as well. Then Cam got a little bit as well. But Matt did some good things, but then we also turned the ball over, and we can't do that. And he's getting better, but we can't keep putting the ball in harm's way. We can't keep turning it over. But at the same time, it's why we're in camp. Keep working on the throw game, keep working on the timing until we eliminate that. That's why we're doing it.
Dre Brown, kind of having a breakout camp. It's unusual for a senior, but it looks like he's going to be a really good third running back for you.
Dre Brown's a tremendous football player, and he's running big plays, big runs day after day. Every day he's had that. So, excited about Dre. Well, I'm excited about that whole room. It's a good group, but really excited about Dre because he's able to stay healthy. He was healthy. He got banged up a little bit last fall camp. He had a really good camp. He may have had the best camp of all the backs last year during this time, and then he got stubbed. He had turf toe and right during game week at Kent State, and kind of injured him a little bit. But he was able to stay healthy throughout the rest of the season, and then he was healthy all spring, I think, for the first time in his career. So that's good. He's been healthy now, knock on wood. So when he's healthy, he's a player.
What have you seen from Casey Washington so far out there?
I really like Casey. We loved Casey whenever we recruited him out of high school. Went down and watched the camp in Texas, and what he's doing here is what he did down there. He competes. He's got really good ball skills. He catches the ball. He's a football player. He understands how to run routes. He understands how to get open. And now he's still learning our terminology and assignments and stuff. But super excited about Casey. Casey's going to be a really good football player for us, probably this year and in the future ahead.
I think now that your top 2 tackles have all their finals taken care of, get them out there on the field together, what kind of difference do maybe Vidarian and Alex kind of make on either end?
Yeah, we're a solid football team up front. I think when those guys we're anchoring, and once again, if something were to ever happen to any of those, I have no reservation at all right now with Jake Cerny or any of the other guys that we're repping that would go in them positions. So feeling better about the offensive line as we continue to build in camp. All those guys have gotten a year stronger. They've gotten a year older, wiser. Coach McClain's doing a great job with them. Their fundamentals are coming along, so they're coming. That's a slow process sometimes, but it's coming.
To have 2 juniors with as many starts as they do, it's not always typical, but how much has that maybe helped them just getting in there, throwing in the fire as freshmen?
Oh, yeah. To me, there's nothing can replace experience. That's the best type of experience you can have is actual game experience. So when you've been thrown in the fire, dipped in the fire, and dipped in the grease per se, then come out and you're still okay, then you'll be all right. So they're stronger mentally, they're stronger physically. We're going to lean on those guys this year.
Jake Stover knocking some guys around out there today. Is he a guy that's going to give you some depth on the O-line?
Absolutely. Stovepipe, man. I love Stovepipe. He's a football player. He's just a hard-nosed, gritty kid, man. He'll fight you. He'll give you everything he's got. Love Stovepipe.
What do you think about the way Isaiah Williams and Brandon Peters are progressing so far in camp?
They're doing good. Isaiah had a couple bumps today in terms of just some hiccups, but he's working through that true freshman hoop storm, if you would say, that he's got to get through, and he will. I'm not down on Isaiah at all. This is the learning curve that he's in right now. So, but it's good. But he's getting reps and he's doing some good things. He took a drive today, right down the field, and did a really good job. So, we all know what Isaiah Williams can do. It's just a matter of him getting comfortable, and he's got time on his side as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Brandon Peters, go ahead.
It feels like Isaiah may have some bumps in the individuals. When you do the 11-on-11, it feels like something turns on for him. Is that just kind of who he is?
Yeah, probably. I used to say that you got to practice a certain way, and I believe that. I want them guys to practice. But I watched a kid named Khalil Tate who, I love Khalil, but he might have been the worst practice player I've ever been around in my life. I love the dude, but golly, he was like pulling teeth trying to get him to go full speed. But when the lights came on, man, he was a different animal. And I'm not saying Isaiah's that. Isaiah's not. Isaiah, you know, he's probably a little bit better practice player than what Khalil was. But he's just learning, you know what I mean? So, but there's an innate instinct about the kid who understands pressures. He understands feel. He understands space, and he knows how to operate in those, and that's why he makes him so lethal.
Brandon Peters seems like he's making the easy throws now. Didn't always see that first day of camp. You think he's getting more accurate with the easy throws, quick hitters, that kind of stuff?
Getting more comfortable, you know what I mean? Understanding what we expect out of it, what we want. You know, Brandon's very astute. He studies the game, and you know, he's a veteran. He's been around a lot of football. He's been around a lot of coordinators, so he understands offense. And you know, once again, the more reps Brandon takes, the better I think, the more comfortable he will get, the better he'll feel in his own shoes.
Chase Brown, what's he eventually add to?
Chase? Yeah, boy, he's a good-looking kid, man. He got some hamstrings on that sucker. You know, some glutes, for God's sakes. I wish my glutes looked like that. No, I like him, man. Chase is going to be a good football player. You know, he's in that storm right now too, trying to learn everything. But love his attitude, love his work ethic, and his skill set. He's got some wiggle to him. He can run, and like I said, he's a good-looking kid. So excited about him. I know he's going to be a year away, but he'll bring something else to that room.
Sounds like it was one of the easier recruitments. Mom and brother were pushing.
Well, I hope so. I would hope. I would think. You know, so you hope favors on your side there.
Rod, I know you mentioned Dre Brown, and Coach Bellamy kind of said people like him are the reasons you guys do this as coaches, just for the road it's taken for him to get here. Your impression of him just as a person and being able to do this.
Coach Bellamy?
Dre, sorry.
Oh, Dre Brown. Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood your question. To me, that's what football is all about, is guys like Dre Brown who have to persevere through injuries, through hard times, who's been at the highest in high school, and all of a sudden you're probably at one of your lowest. And I'm sure there was times where Dre was thinking about, this ain't for me. And then I remember when I first got here, that was one of the questions everybody said, I don't know if Dre Brown will stick it out. But you go talk to Dre, and Dre always said, no, Coach, I'm here. I'm here. You know, and I think it's just a matter of Dre getting his mind right, developing relationships with the coaches, and he's comfortable in his own skin now. And he's shown what type of football player he is, you know.
It's not a super young room, but Dre is very experienced. I mean, in life, he's a married guy. He's been here for, what does he bring for some of these younger guys and just a life perspective?
Well, I mean, it's just like anything, experience, and I've been there, done that, you know. You know, he can be that voice of reason that when our kids are wondering why we do certain things or why the coaches are on me so much, he can be that voice of wisdom, that voice of experience. And listen, I know what they're doing, you know. Because as young guys, you don't understand it. Like this, you think, hey, Coach Smith's an idiot. You know, he's all over me. You know, he don't like me. No. If Coach Smith's on you, he loves you. Because I'm trying to push you to where you can't take yourself. Dre understands that. Young kids sometimes don't.